Davis did well to offload. Covers across. Devereux just fighting them off.
McAllister doing a great job on Collado there again. He just can't seem to lose. The 212s must have been like magnets.
Here's Lee Crooks. Taken on the burst by Grant Anderson. Tackled well by Coloto. Hardy. Good gaps opened up there. Fire's got the pace to get back and cover and the hands to hold on.
Jeff Hardy's market play is a real feature of his game. He puts enormous pressure on through his alertness and his willingness to work. There's a big double there for him.
Coloto digging Widnes out of trouble. David Smith. Fifth tackle. Holiday to kick. Ellis. Kettridge. Lee Crooks. 10 minutes of the first half remaining after a delayed start at Norton Park. Castleford in possession, trailing Widnes by 4 points to 8. And nothing will come of that little kick through. It's frightening to think we're less than 2 months into the season and Widnes and Castleford have already made off with 3 trophies. Yorkshire Cup was Castleford's finest hour since Wembley '86. They've never won the championship in 18 years of 2 division football. Certainly worth winning this year. £44,000 on offer to the league's top club. And that's about as much as Widnes received for 2 titles in '88 and then '89. Inflation running riot in rugby league. Ayres, Currier, Myler. He'll always keep a move alive, Tony Myler. Coloto. Great backup play. David Hume. Mackenzie's there. Carrier's there. Couldn't hold on. Marvellous improvisation by Widnes. You drive them into corners and somehow they squirm out and come at you again from a different direction.
And it was again it was that man Myler with a lovely inside ball that prized open defence. Some beautiful backup support play afterwards. Cass did quite well in the end to get out of it.
Neil Roebuck ran through the referee's tackle, but not David Hughes. Dean Sampson, who's been Castleford's most consistent player so far this season. That's the view of their coach, Darryl Vanderveld. Stedman's kick. On fire. He just runs around McAllister, but not Crooks. A little bit further around Lee Crooks. Davis, great step. A great tackle too by Terry McAllister. Penalised for preventing Jonathan Davis from getting quickly to his feet and playing the ball. Touch judge Martin Haig has some observations on the situation too. And Dean Sampson and David Smith are the 2 that he's picked out. I think it's best to say, yes, sir, I won't do it again.
I think the crowd is suggesting that Mr. Burke might say that too, and get on with it.
There's real appetite amongst the Widnes midfield players to support the ball carrier at the moment. There always seems to be an option for the man just before he goes to ground. That's a sign of Widnes really buzzing. They're almost falling over each other to take a winning pass at the moment. And here's the man who might provide it. Smiler's kick through. Andy Courier trying to get there. Larder across. Courier touches down. The Widnes extend their lead. A try delivered by Courier. It wasn't quite how he expected to get it, but if at first you don't succeed, hang around, you never know.
Again, Myler is the instigator of this. 2 out and a lovely grubber kick through on a wet day, perfectly positioned with a great chase. But just to show that we Aussies can do it as well, Larder tries to do an Alan Tate from last week. Instead of diving on the ball, he tries to kick the ball. Look at the chase on this. This is the smart, the really clever part of Widnes play. It's no fluke how they score tries. That's well rehearsed. It's with players on the chase on a well calculated and well placed kick. But Larder could have finished it all off there. And so could Plans. You could give away a penalty. I think we're at Goodison Park this afternoon again.
Davis still hasn't quite got the wind right. And he's getting closer and closer. But Widnes are getting further and further away from Castleford. It's been a tremendous first half show from Doug Lawton's men. And they lead by 3 tries to 1 and by 12 points to 4. We're inside the last 5 minutes of this first half. Everything's sticking at the moment. Devereux. Holiday. And again, Mackenzie's in pursuit. They're closing in on Larder once more. This time he uses his hands and his head. Is this a sun I see above me? It's still blowing hard, but the rain's gone away. Widnes penalised. Steve Larder, the Australian Castleford fullback, with a mistake to rule. He was a good Aussie rules player, I think, once upon a time. Sometime when we've got a fortnight to spare, I'll ask Brian Smith to explain Aussie rules to us.
You'll have to ask someone else, I think.
I think the rules are that there are no rules. Kettridge has lost the ball. They're doing so much with it at the moment, Widnes, you can't afford just to give it to them. Caloto. Tony Marler's first mistake of the match, I think. It might be his last. And who has rectified the mistake? Marler himself. Grimmer, great run. Oh, and he was still able to keep it alive for David Hugh. On fire, couldn't quite get there. Southernwood. Well held. Steve Larder.
Very important for Widnes to hold this lead here. That if Cass can get some points just in the last dying minutes of the first half, it just may rekindle them. They're almost dead at the moment. They've got to bury them in this last few minutes.
Sean Owen. He was in the Great Britain tour party to Papua New Guinea and New Zealand. Just couldn't quite shift Powell and Gibson from the centre positions on tour, and as a result hasn't quite made the training squad. Larder's a very exciting attacking fullback. Sampson. Aptly named. Stedman. Roebuck. There's another view, Jonathan. You're okay with that one? That'll look after itself. That Jonathan Davidson half hoists him in the second half, but he's downwind. Myler. Holiday. Courier. Mackenzie's kick. Going to chase it himself. So too has David Flange. Through Courier. And that's Deborah. Martin Kettridge. His nickname's Betty. Seen some big betters in my time, but he might just weigh in above them all. B. Crooks. Darryl van der Velde in the centre of our picture has got a lot of talking to do to his Castleford team at half-time. They started brightly enough. They actually took the lead in this match. But even with the advantage, and the very strong advantage of a very strong win, Widnes with some sparkling football have ground them down and lead by 12 points to 4. We're inside stoppage time now at the end of this first half. Holiday, David Hume, looking for O'Fire. He's going to have to come on the inside. Myler's there. Here's O'Fire at last. Now, can you catch him? Can anybody catch him? St. Ellis got there, but O'Fire's momentum took him in. Warp speed 5. Martin O'Fire has started on his second century. And he just punishes Castleford year after year. That's his 13th try in 8 games against Castleford. I think if I was Darryl van der Velde, I'd have a contract out on him.
Again, it's brilliant unload in the tackle by Holiday. David Hume hits the ball hard. This is the best game he's played for quite a while. And a lovely ball from Myler. Quick hands. And look at the man fly. Roebuck can move. Oh, but he's done enough. Oh, what a try.
Well, it's an understatement to say his momentum got him there. What momentum he has. The fact that he didn't, or the fact that he grounded the ball before the line is not important, as long as he doesn't make a second plunging movement to actually get the ball over the line. Davis again defeated by the gale. But everything else has gone well for Widnes. A first half in which they've outscored Castleford by 4 tries to 1 and playing into the wind. 2 of the tries inevitably from Martin O'Fire. The first is 100th in First Division football. A first half run by Tony Myler.
Welcome back to Norton Park. Castleford arrived late, took an early lead, then Widnes pegged them back, along with Martin O'Fire. 16 points to 4 they lead at half-time. 4 brilliant tries. Here's Brian Smith.
We've seen some brilliant play against the wind, against an almost gale here. A beautifully placed chip to hold the ball up in the wind. Ball did a little bit there, but the skill was the big part. Myler's beautiful hands to O'Fire, who really hits the hammer here and scores his 100th try. As easy as pie in the corner. Beautiful exhibition of against the wind play. Here we saw really alert piece of thinking from Myler, some beautifully balanced running, and found an enormous hole in the Castleford defence. And Myler, who's had an absolute gem of a game, has scored a worthy try. Again, we saw some beautiful play from Myler. A A lovely place kick, again against the wind, tricky conditions on the ground. Larder should have wrapped it up on the floor. Plans should have wrapped it up. Courier certainly did. And the last try is, again, it's a result of the chipping game, the dummy to chip, and then a lovely inside ball, beautifully placed support by David Hume, who rounds Larder and never dies with the ball. Two-hand carry, beautiful pass to Myler, two hands again to a fire, and he's on the left-hand side of the field here. Bit of a juggle, and then down goes the hammer again. This man has got more than just raw speed. You saw the evasion there, but also his ability to read the game and be where there's a dangerous situation for the defence. A brilliant try.
It's worth remembering Castleford last won here at Norton Park in 1980. Their coach, Darrell van der Veld, meticulous in preparation.
Welcome back to Norton Park and Rugby League Live, where the home side Widnes lead Castleford by 16 points to 4 at half-time. Remember, we had a delayed start here because Castleford themselves were delayed en route to Norton Park. Didn't get underway until about 3:35. But Widnes got underway fairly smartly and have played some excellent stuff in this first period. And Martin O'Fire has run in 2 of their 4 tries. This is Castleford's 4th appearance on Rugby League Live, and they haven't won yet. Widnes' record is 5 out of 6. 2 of their televised victories over Cass last season, in fact. They've actually won 7 matches in a row against Castleford now, and averaged 30-odd points a time in the process. And all points now to another big Widnes win this afternoon. They're playing in clean shirts and with the wind at their backs. But Castleford have possession with their scrum half Neil Roebuck. Grant Anderson. Kettridge. Crooks. Hardy. And if Castleford are to resurrect any hopes in this game, they've really got to do it early in this second half. They have the perfect platform. Roebuck, Hardy, not much doing down the short side. Fifth tackle. Lee Crooks, looking for St John Ellis, but it was too clever by half. Ellis's outstretched arm actually made contact with the ball, but it had already crossed the line. Joe Grimmer. He looks like breaking a tackle every time he carries the ball forward. Holiday. Mackenzie, how on earth did he hold on there? Currier, ball hit the referee. It was a bit unfortunate. He was off and running then, Andy Currier. Castleford put in.
Widnes aren't too happy with the decision, but it's the correct one.
Stedman. Sean Irwin. McAllister. Good tackle, Richard Ayres. Kettridge. Oh. Roebuck. Ball went forward. Anderson just unable to gather it cleanly. Myler. Devereux coming in off the right wing. Interesting to see, Brian, if Widnes changed their tactics at all. They hardly need to make use of the wind now. They're handling it so sweetly.
Yeah, I doubt that they will actually, Craig. I think they'll kick when they need to.
Tony Myler. Got David Hume inside of him. Coloto. Mackenzie. Brilliantly held. And brilliantly finished Widnes start the second half in the same mood that they ended the first. Irrepressible.
Certainly didn't need to kick there.
Phil Mackenzie's first try of the season. Another little reminder to Messrs Reilly and Larder that he's got his fitness back and that he believes he's the best hooker qualified to play for Great Britain.
It's that man Myler again. Steps inside. Stays alive. The big thing is he stays on his feet, delivers the pass. Cass chased back in numbers, but not enough numbers to be able to handle the footwork of Mackenzie.
Been a good week for Phil Mackenzie. And Jonathan Davis at last has a relatively simple task. Broad grin. He's been fighting that win throughout the first half. And that's the first one he's had from under the posts, and it's with the win.
Again, it's a short side play. Big switch of play. Great catch under some pressure there. And beautiful footwork again. Look at the acceleration there. How old is this fella? Seems like he's been playing for years, but he can certainly still run. The big thing about Widnes, their big game is their beautiful handling, their ability to keep the ball alive. That's a great try.
It's extended the Widnes lead to 18 clear points. 22-4, Graham Southernwood.
I fear it's going to be a lot more than that as well, Clive. I think Castleford thought they were going to try to solve some problems by pointing fingers at each other behind the goal line. That's never been the solution.
3 full scores ahead. Stedman. Ketteridge. Jeff Hardy. McAllister. Widnes' defence is good too. Greg Stedman. One of the biggest left foot steps in the game, that, and still couldn't find a way through, and that was the 5th tackle. Widnes just shuffling across to cover Roebuck's kick. Mackenzie's kick. How would you like to play down in your own 25? He's got a bit of everything.
To be fair, Clive, that's the easiest way to make 60 or 70 metres. But to be fair to Widnes, they actually gave us all a lesson, gave us all a great exhibition of how to play against the wind. That's as easy as pie to kick the ball that far with a roaring gale behind you, but they handled it so well against the wind.
Big hits there. Southernwood coming back for more. Five tackles. Stedman's kick gathered by Devereux. Myler again. Once he's held before he can do any damage. Holiday. David Hume in pursuit, was behind the kicker. Oh, it's set up beautifully for him. Holiday. There's a tackle without the ball there. from Richard Ayres. And Castleford's frustration starting to run into indiscipline now. Chris Ashurst, who had those stitches in his head last week and who was forced to retire in the first half, looking happy enough. He actually signed for Widnes on the same day as Martin O'Fire. Wasn't a bad day's business, Mr. Lawton. I think he gave himself the next day off. And on the 7th day, Douglas rested. Mackenzie, brilliant switch. Myler again. You've never quite got him, have you? Holiday, Ayres. They all want to read their name in the papers tomorrow now. Mackenzie just showing the ball to David Hugh, who shows it to Les Holiday. That try was inevitable. There are times when you have to count the white shirts on the field because they seem to have 15 out there. Number 13, Les Holiday, was the try scorer. It could have been any one of 3 or 4 other supporting players.
We get a great view from behind here, exactly as Cass saw it. There's the pressure that Mackenzie puts on by going sideways. A lovely delayed pass. There's Hume come from out the back. Some real strength shown there to unload the ball, and further strength shown by Holiday in Hardy's tackle. Pushed hard, made certain of it.
Les Holiday's first of the season. He went off at half-time against Oldham in midweek with a bad shoulder injury. No sign of it there, was there?
Once they get in the groove like they are today, Clive, they've just got so many players who can control the game, play such great attacking football. Holiday's certainly one of them.
You see the Castleford huddle there by the post. A lot of listening, not too much talking. Davies turning the screws. 4 full scores clear now. Les Holiday's try improved by Jonathan Davies. 28-4. He's a great maker of tries, Les Holiday. Here he was a taker of a try.
See the quality of the try by Mackenzie's pass. Great support by Hume again.
I'll sit back and enjoy a Widnes exhibition now, because that's what we seem to be in for. And they're certainly in the mood to give us one.
Funny how things change very quickly in rugby league, Clive. At the start of the season, Cass were able to beat us in a very tight game at Hull, beat us 10-6, and we were devastated. A couple of months later, a couple of points in the league, and they're on the bottom. 250,000 plus transfer signings from last year, and 3 or 4 others who were very expensive. There's a lot of pressure on. It's going to really test their character over the next few weeks.
Well, nobody finished last season more strongly. 10 straight wins to lift them from the relegation zone to within an ace of a top 4 spot. But they always strike you as being on the erratic side of championship material. They couldn't, maybe should have won it 2 seasons ago. Last season, 2 record signings, 2 semi-finals. But again, they come up short of a trophy, and the whole of rugby league will be waiting to see if that Yorkshire Cup triumph can trigger a more sustained effort from the men from Weldon Road. And they're so restrained now, and O'Fire's hat-trick hunting. Play's been stopped, the ball's gone forward already. Doug Lawton will be sitting back and basking in a bit of sunshine and enjoying this. Is this as well as you've played this season, Doug?
I would say so, Clive. I think they got probably stuck on the motorway and they've had a bad start, really, but we've played very well, yes.
I bet they wish they were still there.
I'll bet they do. They're keeping me late for that wedding, mind you.
Yes, we must mention at this juncture that Colin Tyra, Doug's assistant, his daughter's getting married today. And the boss has an engagement